effect overall. I'm very concerned about our citizenry here in Charlotte County and surrounding areas that are facing this.
I mean, understandably, and as we know, first responders have been grounded essentially for their own safety for the moment. It could be some time before it's safe to answer any calls. When you talk about the numbers that you know of, was there an effort to get a list of those folks who were refusing to evacuate so that you could, once the storm clears, go back in and check on them?
I don't have the full details on that, not being at the EOC, but my understanding from my last update is they do know that there are 43 residents on Little Gasparilla Island. They probably have significant information as to which residents those are. Whether they have all of those on a list or not, I am not certain. I will tell you that the thing that we also want to caution our public about as this storm passes is there's going to be the need, right, for us to engage with insurance companies and things. Please be cautious of that, because we're going through a disaster now. Don't add to that disaster by making some bad decisions. Make certain you do the right thing in contacting your insurance carriers so that you can move forward quickly, because there's going to be a significant recovery that's going to take place all along this coast.
Yeah, it certainly is. It is a long road ahead, and we are not just talking about the storm. Bill Truex, really appreciate you taking the time to join us. Stay safe out there, and please keep us posted. As cities in Southwest Florida bear the brunt of Hurricane Ian, others in Central Florida, including Orlando, are also in the storm's path. They are now bracing for impact as well.
3 heirs to the empire.
She set it up into a trial by combat.
Prepare for battle.
There's no such thing as a sure bet in a succession battle.
The Murdochs, Empire of Influence, Sundays at 10. 300 million years ago, there was no Africa, Asia, Americas, or Europe. Just one big supercontinent. Pangea. And today, there is still a force connecting those divided by distance, reversing millions of years of drifting, making far feel close, bringing there to here. Turkish Airlines.
With New Chapter multivitamin gummies, you get so much more than just more nutrients, more research, and more organic ingredients. You also get less sugar, and that means less candy posing as vitamins. New Chapter. That's wellness well done.
Be thankful for the little things, like a radiant color palette, the hypnotizing swirl of a recipe coming together. All that's left is to savor it.
Use code TV65 to subscribe and get 65% off your first box.
Hi, I'm attorney Don McCarty, a proud veteran who's been helping Marines and their families for decades. I'm sure you've been overwhelmed lately by all the advertising regarding Camp Lejeune. Everywhere you turn, someone's offered to help file a claim. But don't be confused by that advertising. If you have a claim, you need real help. If you have real questions, call me and get the answers.
Call 800-800-9097. That's 800-800-9097.
Good checkup? No, great checkup.
Oh, thank you, Doc. We're talking Dental Hall of Fame.
You want a sticker? For great checkups, Crest has you covered. Because Crest Pro Health protects 100% of your mouth for 24 hours. Keep up the good work. Densify from Crest Pro Health. Like bones, your teeth lose density over time, but Crest has you covered. Crest Densify actively rebuilds tooth density to extend the life of teeth. Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can permanently remove stubborn fat in just one visit. Don't wait. The results I've seen achieved are truly outstanding.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-800-889-4396 or go to sonobello.com.
You guys are gonna have a fabulous time.
I've never seen anything like this.
This is going to be a delight.
Local inflation is hurting Clackamas seniors. We're paying more for gas and groceries in large part because of new laws passed in Salem. And when politicians like Mark Meek vote to raise rent and tax prescription drugs, seniors suffer. I'm Senator Bill Kennemer, and I'm working to freeze property taxes for seniors and get healthcare costs under control. This November, I'd appreciate your vote, because aging in place with dignity should be safe and affordable.
Hey, for my friends Bill Kennemer, PAC ID 585.
My grandfather was a police officer, and my parents were teachers. From them, I learned to respect the law, value a good education, and stand up for what's right.
Janelle Bynum, mother of 4, small business owner.
I know times are tough, so we have to be tougher. I took on big drug companies to stop their price gouging. I helped pass the strongest abortion access law in the country. And when my own party tried to raise taxes on gas and small businesses, I said no.
Hey, fullback, you need to elect Janelle Bynum, 17847.
I'm Randy Kay in Punta Gorda, Florida, and this is CNN.
Sarasota officials warn everywhere in the county will feel the impact of the storm surge and floodwaters. Kyle Batty is the vice mayor of Sarasota and is joining us now. So, Mr. Vice Mayor, give us a sense. It looks a little bit calmer behind you, but even if it is calm, I know that this is this is not going to last.
Oh no, not going to be calm.
We're having a tough time hearing you, Mr. Vice Mayor. I think we're going to try to work on that connection, see if we can get a little bit more out of that microphone. Meantime, just to give you a sense, so we were talking to the Vice Mayor there of Sarasota just a short time ago. If you were with us before the break, our correspondent meteorologist Derek Van Dam was in Bradenton. They are very close to each other. Mr. Vice Mayor, it's Erica Hill in New York. Can you hear me?
How you doing, Erica?
Oh, good. That's much better. Yes, now I can hear you, sir. Thank you so much. So, just give us a sense. What are you experiencing? You know, we can see some of the wind and the rain behind you, but sometimes in these cases, the pictures don't do it justice. We need those details from the ground. How are things holding up at this hour?
As you said, pictures don't do it justice. These winds are extremely heavy. They picked up at around 1 o'clock or so. And, it's very, relatively light for the most part, but around 2 o'clock, the waves just got completely mixed. So, as you can see, these trees behind me are, just moving in either direction. The storm is extremely strong, and I suggest that no one take it lightly and be completely aware of what's going on.
As we reported yesterday, Water 2, the bridges from Barrier Islands there, were actually shut down yesterday. Do you know how many people, if any, decided to stay and ride it out there? And if so, are you concerned they could be cut off for some time?
No, we don't have that number. To be honest with you, an approximate number. I know that we do have about 3,800 people in our shelters, 22,000 without electricity, but our Florida Power and Light is working on that as we speak, and trying to power back up as best they can. But Barrier Island, separates that from the inland of Sarasota. We just hope that a number of people out there aren't stranded and decide to stay in their home. A lot of people take their priorities a little different than others. And, their property and their homes is a place that they feel safe and they feel comfortable, and they make a decision to stay in. But, I always stress in these situations not to do that, because should there be a situation or something arises where you have to be rescued or what have you, or an emergency arises, then not only are you in danger, but you're also putting the workers in the
It's such an important point, and one that we need to continue to stress. Vice Mayor Kyle Batty, they're in Sarasota. Appreciate you taking the time to join us. Stay safe, sir. Thank you. Well, Hurricane Ian is expected to remain more intact as it crosses the state of Florida. And that's why there's even more attention being paid now to Orlando, which is facing a high risk for flooding. Rainfall totals there could approach 2 feet over the next couple of days. CNN's Ryan Young is in Orlando. So Ryan, city officials were initially prepping for some of the folks leaving areas in the west on the western shore, right, because of evacuations. Now they're preparing for this storm to come their way.
Yeah, absolutely. People are watching this forecast and they cannot believe now that it's shifting across the state here. As we drove down I-4, there were so many people coming from the Tampa area here to avoid the storm. We arrived at a couple hotels here. We've actually talked to families who said they were trying to avoid and get out of the evacuation areas only to arrive to a place where the storm may be headed. But they still feel safe because they're in hotels now that have generators and have power. There are power loss situations throughout this area. In fact, in the next few hours or so, if the wind gets above 39 miles per hour, they will start shutting down some of the bridges in the area. This has caught some people by surprise. When we first arrived here, there was no rain, and people were walking casually, walking their dogs, going throughout their day. Now they understand there's a risk. They started to try to get home to get out of the way of some of the storm weathers. In fact, we arrived at this Publix and we're talking to people getting last-minute supplies, only to see the Publix shut down because they wanted to give their employees a chance to get home and have some preparation time, because obviously they didn't expect this to be headed this direction. So, Erica, as we're watching things, you can understand that people are concerned about the next few hours.
Yeah, they absolutely are. Ryan, we'll continue to check in with you. Thank you. Just ahead here as well, we're going to take you back to Punta Gorda. That's one of the areas being hit the hardest at this hour. Stay with us.
Stanley Tucci is back in Italy.
I've never seen anything quite like it.
And there are more surprises to be found. Stanley Tucci Searching for Italy. New season premieres October 9th.
I think he's posting about all that ancient Roman coinage. Season moving his money.
I'll be back in a minute.
Bye.